This is the part 2 of learning path animations, and we will learn how to create animations like this. First of all, let's talk about some common problems you may have to face while making this animation. So, here you can see I have made this arrow moving along this path. But it's not moving correctly. The reason is, we have connected the center of the image with this path. And if we see this image in left preview window, the arrow is not in the center of the image. By the way, you can turn on these guides by pressing Ctrl+G on the keyboard. So, you should always use the image where the object is in the center. Or you can use a transform node, and try to bring the object in the center. Let's add a transform node after this image, and try to bring the tip of this arrow in the center of image. Now you can see the tip of this arrow is connected to the path. Or we can say, we have used the tip of arrow as a pivot point. Let's bring the arrow in the exact center. Now see, it's looking fine. So, in this way you need to adjust the pivot point for better animations. Now select the polygon node. You can use this length and position parameters to animate this line from the starting point or ending point. The arrow animation can be made by using these options. Moreover, you can right-click on Length, and click on Connect to Path 1 and then Displacement. In this way you can connect the arrow to the ending point of the line. And in the similar way you can use Position option to connect it with the starting point of the line. If the displacement option is not showing, it means you have not animated the displacement yet. In some cases, if the path have more curves in it, the arrow will not always remain connected with the line. This is because the path of the line and the image of arrow is calculated differently by the fusion. However, in case of straight line, it works perfectly. And for complex curves like this, we can animate it manually. Disconnect this length parameter from the displacement parameter. Just double-click on length to reset it and it will be disconnected. Now you can animate the arrow separately and then animate this line separately. So, let's try to create this arrow animation. It's the best way to create this using an adjustment clip. Suppose you are working here in the timeline. Just search and add an adjustment clip where you want to make the arrow animation. Extend its length as per your requirement. Now open this adjustment clip in the Fusion page. This is the benefit of an adjustment clip because you can see what is in the background, while making any effect in Fusion page. Let's create a path using a background node and polygon node and merge it here, like this. Draw a straight line. Increase its border width. Add the PNG of arrow, merge it here. Connect its center with the path as we did earlier. See, it is connected. Make some changes as per requirement, and animate it along this path. Now in this polygon node, connect its length to the displacement parameter. It's simple. Now you can also use transform node after this image node, if you want to adjust its center without changing it from the merge node. Let's delete this node for now. And reset the polygon node. Draw any complex path with curves. Increase the border width. Delete this keyframe and publish this path. And in this merge node, let's reset it first. Connect its center to the path as we did earlier. See, it is connected. Decrease its size. Connect its angle to the heading. See, it's connected to the heading. Change its heading offset as per requirement. Let's animate it along the path. Now in this polygon node, keyframe the length to 0 at the starting point of arrow, which is the frame 70. And after few frames, increase the length up to the location of the arrow. On the same frame add keyframe on position also. Go few frames forward and change the position and try that the line stays connected with the arrow. Also fix this mismatching by adding additional keyframes. This is just like applying trial and error method. Let's try to animate it up to the ending point. Or we can make the length 0 at the last point. And adjust the position accordingly. I think this looks fine. Furthermore, you can also refine this animation. Like, you can change the color or the line using this background node. Or you can add some drop shadow. Let's search and add drop shadow here. But you can see it's not visible, because it is applied to the whole clip, not this arrow and the line. For example, if I add a color corrector node here, and make some adjustment, you can see it's affecting the whole clip. To fix this, we can disconnect the media in node. And connect a background node here and make it transparent by decreasing its alpha value to 0. You can see now, it is separated from the background. And the drop shadow is now visible. Now disconnect the media R node and connect it with the main media in node. And merge the whole stuff here like this and it should work properly. Oops. This is another problem that comes with this color corrector node only, and it's not our topic. Let me fix this first. So, here you can see, the effect is only applying on the arrow and the line. Let's delete this color corrector node. So, in this way you can apply the drop shadow and soft glow also. Search and add soft glow and adjust its settings according to footage. So, this was the basic technique of making arrow animation. You can create your own style of animation with your creativity. See you in another video. Thanks for watching.